Have you ever wanted to create and release your own music? Well, this is a 4-step comprehensive guide on exactly how to do that. If you're a beginner, grab your notebook, you're going to learn a lot. And even if you're a seasoned veteran, there's value in this video for you too. My name is Sam. I'm an audio engineer in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I've made an EP, a full-fledged album, released many singles in collaboration with other people, and I've helped people produce and create their own music as well. So today I'm going to show you everything you need to know to create and release your own music, starting with gear and equipment. Now, you might want to just start with some free resources like GarageBand, Bandcamp, Chrome Music Lab. If you've never even seen or touched a DAW before, you might just want to see if music creation is something you're into. I personally started on GarageBand and I fell in love with it pretty much instantly, so I would highly suggest checking those free resources out. Now, if you've moved up, maybe you have a computer and a DAW, you're going to be considering different pieces of gear that you need. And I would suggest following one rule, and that's buy necessary. Only buy the things that you actually need. There is such a temptation to get that next piece of gear or that next plugin to make you a better musician or better artist, but that's just so not true. The truth is the creativity is within you, and expensive gear is not going to make you better at your craft. So I would also suggest asking your family. Your family might have some free gear that they don't want anymore. My brother-in-law gave me my first MIDI keyboard, and that's what I was able to write some of my favorite songs with. So ask around, see what's out there, and also master the gear and equipment you already have. I would highly suggest using stock plugins, because if you can use those well, then maybe it's time to consider buying the next piece. There's a lot of free plugins out there. Stock plugins work great. And if you're looking for the exact pieces of gear you need to create a home studio or to record things out of your bedroom, I have a video on those specific pieces of gear between microphones, audio interfaces, headphones, and I'm going to link that video right up here in the corner. So after this video, go and check that out, and I'll also link to all the gear I use in the description of this video. So, gear and equipment, we've got it. Now it's time to write the actual song. And there's so many ways you can go about this, but before we get into that, I want you to keep in mind what I think is the number one thing. And that is, what is your message? What is your goal? And what are you trying to say with your music? Before I even sit down to write lyrics or write a melody or a chord progression, I am thinking, what am I trying to say with this song? Trust me, you will spend a lot of time sitting at your desk, noodling around on your DAW, just creating some like little things with absolutely no purpose. And as much fun as it can be, I think it's actually a waste of time. If you really want to create and release music, you need to consider what your goals are. Okay, so for my album, I really considered the title of each song, the content of each song, what I was trying to say with each of them. I was telling a story of 2 years of my life chronologically in order, and I also used the sounds I was selecting to help create that narrative. So, all that being said, in terms of actually writing the music, actually writing the song, there's a lot of great free resources if you don't have much knowledge on chord progressions, on music theory, and I would suggest also asking your friends. I'm sure you have some friends who are into making music. You might have some friends who are better musicians than you. I personally recruit some of my friends who are guitar players or bass players to play on my tracks because they're just going to do it better than I do. And collaboration is really quite fun. You can also just pay a producer for their beat. So I've seen a lot of people who are just buying a beat for, I don't know, 50 or $100 and then recording their vocal over it and sending it off to be mixed and mastered, and then their songs blow up on Spotify. So really, if you're just a lyricist, there are options for you too. You might even just be a singer-songwriter with your guitar and your voice. And the songwriting process is going to be a lot, quote, simpler for you than it would be if you're trying to write each individual thing on your tracks. But you can do it all from home. Every single thing I've released was done in my home studio, and I want you to know that the potential is there. You could do it on your phone, you could do it on your computer from your bedroom, and it's possible. It's very much possible. So, you've written the song. You've got all the gear that you need. Now it's time to release the music. So you are going to use what's called a distributor, and I personally use DistroKid. All that you're going to do through them is pay them a yearly or monthly fee, which is honestly not very expensive, to release your music to all the streaming platforms, as well as keep it up there consistently. So DistroKid is great. It's super easy to use. You just upload the song to the you log in. You upload the song to your account, add the artwork, add all the pertinent information, and then they will release it on the date that you set. Make sure you set it at the right date. I've set it at the wrong date before, and it's pretty embarrassing. I'm not going to lie. And if you're interested in using DistroKid, there's also CD Baby that I'm aware of, but DistroKid, I've used them for all my releases, super reliable, and you can get a 7% off discount if you use the link I'm going to put in the description to sign up. So you've released your music, great, but who's hearing it, and how can we get more people to hear it? Well, you're going to have to promote it one way or another. And once again, there's one most important step for this, and it is simply be authentic. You do not want to create promotion for your songs that does not reflect who you are as a person. If you're a singer-songwriter, like let's say you're an Ed Sheeran type person, do you really think it would be effective for Ed Sheeran to rent a Bugatti and an expensive suit and just like drive it around in the desert and try and blow up his... Well, actually, it might work for him. But you're not Ed Sheeran. And so I would highly suggest making promotion that reflects who you are as a person. So let's say you're a singer-songwriter. Make a video talking about who you are as a person, why you wrote this song. Something like, hi, my name is Sam. I just wrote this song about this heartbreak that I just went through over the past 5 years, and it was really difficult for me, but I created this song to try and spread some of my emotion. Hopefully you'll listen to it and leave a comment. Let me know how you feel about it. That might come across a lot more authentic than some sort of strange, weird, expensive promotion. And speaking of expensive promotion, number one rule, if someone asks you for money and offer to promote your music, you should always say no. For example, someone might reach out to you on Instagram and say, hey, I really like your song. If you give me $100, I'll put it on my playlist with 300,000 saves. And then let's say you do pay this person because you just don't know any better. And then you find out, oh, those are all bots. So you got 10,000 streams over a week. Then they take it off the playlist and you realize you don't have any actual fans or people who are engaging with your music. It is so important in this world where bot accounts exist and there's a lot of inflated numbers out there to just be authentic. Don't try and cheat the system. There's no cheating. People will like you. People won't like you. It's okay. And it takes a long time to build up some sort of audience. I would highly suggest being authentic, being yourself, and just... If it doesn't work out in the beginning, don't give up. You got to keep going. The thing that might separate you from other people is that you just outlast people. So hopefully this helped you. If you need more specific advice, this was a very general outline, but please leave a comment. I will respond to each and every comment that is left on this video. Hopefully it helps. And until next time, peace.